All right, hello everybody. This is Team Bullin. Here with Michael Campos and the honorary team member Jesse Flores, who made top 8 with Gem-Knights.
All right, let me tell you a little bit about Jesse. All right, he's done a lot in this community. He's made a lot of decks. He's done a lot. He has quite a few credentials under his belt. He's topped OICS before. He's topped nationals twice, not just once, twice. And there's this one time where he got the top. What was it, 32 or 48 at a
I
regional?
think it was 48.
Yeah, it was definitely top 48 in a regional.
Nice.
It's pretty much like my best credential I have.
Can't argue with that.
Can't argue.
What deck were you playing at the time?
I really don't remember. I think it was like a mix of Cosmos and Burning Abyss. I really liked it. A lot of synergy there.
Oh, nice.
Was it 60 card?
No, it was 59. I was running a starter.
Everybody, also make sure you know that this guy made Jesse Swarms back when Dragon Ruler Lightsworn was a thing. It wasn't 40, it wasn't 60, it was 41 cards. That way he can almost mill himself out and still draw and then proceed to OTK the following turn.
Yeah, he took that to a nationals top. Pretty impressive stuff. So, Jesse, right here we have your deck list on our screen on Dueling Book. And you want to explain some things, or do you want us to like start asking you about cards, or how do you want to do this?
I mean, there isn't really much to the deck. It's pretty standard for a Gem-Knight deck. But I can go through one by one the card choices I had.
All right.
Well, before the event, it was pretty hard to find the cards I needed because everyone had like some weird Gem-Knight cards like Brilliant Fusion and like Garnet, which I didn't really want to run those cards. They were a little inconsistent. So I decided to run a little bit of a standard build because I didn't want to go to like the unorthodox stuff of like Garnet and Brilliant Fusion and Rescue Rabbit.
For sure,
I found those cards a little too inconsistent. First off, it was Gem Elephant. I thought it was really good. The 400 attack was really nice. You can attack over a few monsters, a few Trickstar guys. Gets over Scapegoat pretty well.
Yeah, they're pretty broken.
I really like using its effect to send Little D from my hand to the grave, and he gains 1,000 defense. It's pretty good because it can wall up against a lot of decks.
I mean, that's true. I mean, look at 2,900 defense versus a what's it called? A Spiral Sleeper, that only has 2,800 attack. It cannot get over 29, man.
Yeah, it walled pretty good. A lot of my matches, I just ran 41 cards and their deck were 40, and I'll just stall out with Gem Elephant stun, just...
That's nice. That sounds nice. But, we gotta know, though, what was up with the Drollbird? Who came up with that, one?
A lot of my friends were telling me to run Drollbird because it was really good against Trickstars and like terraforming. And for a while, I was looking at why I would do it, but then I really found out during the tournament why Drollbird was just so good against them. It just stops their whole turn. When they see the card, they're just stunned in fear.
I mean, I'm looking at it right now, and quite frankly, I'm a little spooked out. I don't really want to look at that card anymore.
Yeah, let's move on, because that card's scaring me, too. So how about this magic card, spell card right here, Enchanting Fitting Room?
Oh, yeah, so a lot of people refer to this deck as Gem-Knight FTK, and the FTK is solely activating Enchanting Fitting Room and bringing out triple Little D, and it's pretty much the Little D beat down, because if you have the big D, you can't really do it that much, but if you have a Little D, you strike fear into a man's heart.
I see you. That's actually very clever. You're taking advantage of the fact that your opponent's going to be stacking your deck, trying to put Little D on the top, thinking that it's a bad card. But in reality, you're just going to bring them all out and beat their dumb asses.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. Against a Spiral matchup, they're going to use Little D on you, and then on your turn, you're just going to be able to special summon anyways. That seems pretty incredible, man.
Yeah, I know. I was playing against Paleozoic, and he went Demise, and he set 3 Fiendish Chains and 2 Breakthrough Skills, I think, and passed. And I activated Enchanting Fitting Room and went to 3 Little Ds, and for like 2 more turns in a row, he kept drawing like Effect Veilers and stuff, and he just couldn't stop the normal, the Little D beatdown.
Ooh, that's a ridiculous
that's
meta
pretty
call.
good.
Oh my God.
Alright, next card. So Predaplant Spino Dionea. I heard that you didn't have any Scorpio, so you opted to choose this one. How good was this against, let's say, your best matchup against that Lightsworn player? I do have a video clip, a small video clip of it, and I mean, you look like you were waxing him straight on and on.
Yeah, so like a lot of people were telling me about the Predator Plant engine, and I saw Scorpio. I saw a lot of people using Scorpio, but I'm not about that. I really don't want to discard a monster from my hand because all my monsters are really precious if you look at my deck. I need my Droll Birds against Trick Stars. I need my Little D's against like the Trap deck. All right, so yeah, the Predator Plant engine was really good. So I go Spino Dinia into Cobra, and then Cobra would give me my Absorb Fusion. And I really liked it because it would be my, I can have my 3 Absorb Fusions to search my 1 Gem-Knight Crystal. And I can just tribute summon my Predator Plants to summon Crystal, activate Enchanting Fitting Room, and go for the OTK, the FTK. Yeah, and I use like I use like the standard 12 Gem-Knight trap cards. I think they're really standard. I kind of didn't want to use them because I didn't want to be like everyone else using the Gem-Knight FTK, using all the traps. But you know, I just thought it was really necessary for the success of the tournament.
Yeah, and of course it worked out pretty well for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I went, during the day, I went 7-1-1, drawing against the Vice Lord himself that begged me for the draw.
Yeah,
And,
I heard.
yeah.
Actually, I'm pretty sure I saw that. It was looking pretty pathetic over there. Wasn't he on his knees at one point?
Yeah, he was. There was 3 little D's on the field, and he was like, I'm used to the big D, but, you know, I guess the little D kind of threw fear in his heart.
It throws fear in all of our hearts. So, after analyzing this deck a little more, I noticed that there's, like, a whole lot of thought put into every single card in this deck. Like, looking at Gem Merchant, it's a spellcaster, so you have a main deck out to Hidden Village.
Yeah, that actually happened once. I had a normal summon my Gem Merchant. Then all of my then I could just I resolved 2 Enchanting Fitting Rooms for 3 little D's and 1 Droll Bird, and it just pretty much went for the FTK.
God damn.
Wow.
A lot of my opponents tried flipping Phoenix Chain on my little D, and it just didn't happen.
Well, question that I have myself is, looking at your extra deck right now, how did you even come up with all these other monsters? I mean, it seems insane. I heard that you, I don't want to reveal any secret goo, but I heard you had mind control and everything, you know, to get all these other monsters out.
Yeah, actually, mind control isn't my list right now, but it was actually this one round where this guy activated mind control on me, and it kind of somehow ended up in my graveyard, so I just used it for the day, and it was actually the worst card in my deck, but just somehow, you know, it just came through to some of my fusion monsters. It just worked out like that.
That's insane, and you never got deck checked, huh?
Yeah, I actually did round, I think it was round 7 I got deck checked, but I guess they were just so intrigued by my deck they didn't really notice it.
Wow.
Opened all 3 little D's and Prohibition little D. That was just the hardest one. I played 6 mirror matches, which all were pretty much card for card in my same deck, since it's like the most standard deck list for Gem Knights. I played Vice Lord's XYZ deck. It was pretty standard XYZ deck. He didn't like the ABC cards. He thought they were a little slow, which you know, I agree. He had a few Graphas in there too, because I heard he never lets go of those cards.
Yeah.
Then I played against 1 Trickstar player, and that's when I won with the Droll Bird. That was really clutch. That was my day.
So Jesse, people are gonna look at this and say, this is not the guy at the top, this is not his list. We do have your messages telling us everything, and they're gonna have questions. But you are on Zodiac right now. You can prove this to be legit, even though people are gonna say, no, the real Jesse Flores does this and that, he did this and that. But you right here are telling us right now that this is 100% legit. And I mean, we are all in the same team, so clearly it's the right video, it is the right deck list. So what do you have to say for those people that look at this list and think, no, this is fake, this is wrong, we want the real list? What do you say to them?
Well, they all must clearly be cooling because they're not bulling.
Oh man, that is the best answer we've had yet in any video, huh?
Yeah, that just shuts down all the haters in one sentence.
All right then. So, lastly, any shout outs you want to make, and any recommendations to any players that want to play Gem Knights?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to Epic Cards and Games. They really helped their team, Aaron, QB, Cameron, and Joey. They really helped, break down my deck and try to help with the consistency. They really helped. They gave me a lot of ideas, especially with the Drollbird. Shout out to Torta. He gave me the idea of Little D because he always tells me about every time he goes out with his girlfriend, and she always tells him that he has a Little D, and it kind of gave me the idea of the Little D card. So I sold the playmat so I can get him a new tooth.
If you see this, Tony, you better thank Jesse. I mean, that you got a brand new smile.
God damn, so the quest for his missing tooth is now over. Jesse hooked it up.
Yeah, I think that's about it. Shout out to Team Bullen.